So next, I would like to bring up to the podium Sheila Mullen Twyman, who is a participant in the writing community called Poetry, the Art of Words that Miriam had introduced before. And she has her own Seamus Heaney story to tell. Please come up.
I'm going to read a poem by Seamus. I love the name Seamus. I just like saying it, Seamus Heaney. And I had the pleasure of meeting him back in the 1950s when I was at Boston College. He came and spoke a few times and contributed a lot of his correspondence and manuscripts to the library at the college. I'm going to read The Death of a Naturalist. And I have to say, it talks about flax. Flax was is a very important ingredient for linen, and there was a big industry back then. I'm not sure if that's true now, is it? No. Okay, this is Seamus Heaney. The Death of a Naturalist. All year the flax dam festered in the heart of the townland. Green and heavy-headed, flax had rotted there, weighted down by huge sods. Daily it sweltered in the punishing sun. Bubbles gurgled delicately. Blue bottles wove a strong gauze of sound around the smell. There were dragonflies, spotted butterflies, but best of all was the warm, thick slobber of frog spawn that grew like clotted water in the shade of the banks. Here, every spring, I would fill jam pots full of the jellied specks to range on windowsills at home, on shelves at school, and wait and watch until the fattening dots burst into nimble swimming tadpoles. Miss Walls would tell us how the daddy frog was called a bullfrog, and how he croaked, and how Mammy Frog laid hundreds of little eggs, and this was frog spawn. You could tell the weather by the frogs, too, for they were yellow in the sun and brown in the rain. Then, one hot day, when the fields were rank with cow dung in the grass, the angry frogs invaded the flax dam. I ducked through hedges to a coarse croaking that I had not heard before. The air was thick with a bass chorus. Right down the dam, gross-bellied frogs were cocked on sods. Their loose necks pulsed like sails. Some hopped. The slap and plop were obscene threats. Some sat poised like mud grenades. The bloodheads farting, I sickened, turned, and ran. The great slime kings were gathered there for vengeance. I knew that if I dipped my hands into the spawn would clutch it. Thank you.